be winding down, but the Dockside Seafood and Grill in Branford is not. They are in full swing this Labor Day weekend, and the Sassy Seafood Sisters, Tracy Planishek and Susan Jascott, are the co-owners of Dockside, and they are back with you today. It's always nice to have you here on Connecticut Style.
Thanks for having us.
So was it a successful summer?
Very, yeah, great. Yeah, very successful. Our new deck that we added this winter was the best thing. We could have added 30 or 40 feet of deck and it wouldn't have been enough. Yeah, it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
We've been having, you know, pretty good weather and clear skies, so what fabulous sunsets down there every night.
Terrific. And you're going to have some specials for Labor Day.
Yep. This weekend we're going to have baby back ribs.
This is huge. And
I know.
This is a full rack.
Yeah, that's a full rack, and we also do a half a rack also too.
And it comes with French fries and coleslaw. And then we're also going to have striped bass this weekend, and we're going to do it with a puttanesca sauce.
Ooh,
and it's an Italian dish.
Today,
yeah, we're going to make it today for you, and it's from the ladies of the evening in Italian. This sauce, and it's kind of like a peasant sauce. They kind of just threw everything into it. So do you want to come across and we'll start?
I will.
I know the oil's getting hot, so we're going to start with putting garlic in this one.
All right, you can't go wrong with this, right?
No, definitely.
Garlic and everything.
Yeah. Not everything, but almost everything. We do definitely use garlic. And we're going to let this brown just a little bit. You want to really get that garlic flavor to come out. And then we're going to add onions to it, and you can add that whole
thing?
Yeah.
Is this an onion, one small onion,
it's probably about a quarter cup to a half a cup. And like a lot of our recipes, I always say you kind of add what you like.
Sure.
I'm not a huge onion person, so I would add a little bit and really cook them down so that they were soft. But many people who enjoy onions, you can add as much as you want.
All right.
Okay. And this we would actually let sit for a few minutes and really let cook down and get good flavor in there. But for TV time, we're going to keep moving.
Sure.
Okay, then we're going to add capers. That's next.
All right.
And capers are a little tiny berry that are super salty.
They're a berry. I always thought they were in the olive family.
Yeah, no, they're a berry. And they actually a caper berry is a huge berry. Yeah, it's a large berry, so it's pretty interesting, and they have great salty flavor to them. So you always want to add, when you cook with capers, watch how much salt and pepper that you add to your recipe. Wait till the end to add it, because it'll end up being over salty. So this again will cook for just a few minutes, and now we're going to add black olives.
Ooh. You know, while this is cooking and we're adding the black olives, we have some video from the restaurant. Yeah. And we could see the outdoor patio, and you also have the capability of having parties there.
Yep. This is a party that we had set up for a bridal shower and for 45 women. And we've been doing a ton of all different kinds of parties, whether it be graduation or birthdays, and you know, you name it. We've had
like a fun place to celebrate.
Yeah.
We did break down, and we had a wedding this year.
Did you really?
Yes. We don't have a lot of time that we can have available that we can have a wedding. It was just, it all worked out perfect.
Here's the side dining room, which most of the parties are. We have a nice hand-painted mural, and the dining room goes right out into French doors out onto a nice patio, a stone patio. It's a 2-level patio too, so that can go up to like 70 people. And it's nice because you have indoors and outdoors.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to the cooking here. I'm getting a lot of aromas.
Yeah, can you smell that?
Yes.
You can really smell the capers. And the black olives too, of course, have that salty flavor to them a little bit. So this sauce it's wonderful. It's great. We're just going to add a little bit of tomato sauce.
Okay.
And if you don't have actual sauce at home, you can add that whole thing.
All right, so that's about half a cup?
Yeah, probably a half a cup. If you don't have actual sauce at home, you could use crushed tomatoes, or if you have fresh tomatoes right now from your garden, you can crush them up, take the seeds out. Okay, and we'll just let this simmer, and then the last ingredient, sometimes it depends on how hot you like it.
Are we adding a little kick here?
Yeah, a little bit of crushed red pepper, and we just add a little bit at the restaurant, so it's not a spicy dish at all, but it does add a little bit, you know, another layer of flavor to the sauce. Yeah, just a little bit.
The sauce would be good, not just for sea bass, just about anything. You can even put it over macaronis.
Well, this is where it comes from originally. It should be over macaronis. That's a great idea, Teresa.
Oh, how original.
You came up with that all by yourself.
I did.
The Italian's coming out.
Yep. So it usually comes over, linguine or spaghetti, a nice heavy pasta. But we enjoy putting it over the fish.
Okay, sure.
And really anything. You could put over scrod and a nice hearty fish. Swordfish would be nice. We're doing it over striped bass. So we just let this simmer for probably 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let all those flavors come together, and then we would just spoon it right over. Spoon it right over our striped bass. And we have over here, over top of our rice pilaf, of
Yeah,
course.
this was just simply broiled.
Okay.
And then we're adding the, the sauce with all the flavors on top of it.
Oops, I'm making a mess.
That's okay. It's part of it, right?
Right, right. Sometimes the food is better messier.
So you guys are open through September? Into October?
We're open till Halloween.
Oh, okay.
We usually go to Halloween weekend is when we usually close for the season. And then we continue to do private parties all the way through Christmas.
Oh, fantastic.
And
Well,
I
we have to
think
have a chance then.
last year when we were here, remember, was one of your guests actually came and booked a party with us for Christmas.
Oh.
They had a karaoke, they had everything.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. That's
Yeah, we had a good
everything,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, everything's very Christmassy, so it's nice.
Good. All right, so we have the striped bass with
yeah.
the puttanesca, and then you're going to have the ribs full or
Yep, have the ribs all weekend also.
And of
Terrific.
course, lots of frozen drinks.
Oh,
On
fantastic.
the
Great
deck.
way to end the summer, right?
Definitely, without a doubt. Go out with a bang.
All right, let's put some information up on the screen. The Dockside Seafood and Grill is located in Brantford in the Bruce and Johnson Marina. Check out their website, dockside.com, or give them a call at 203-488-3007. All right, ladies, thanks so much for being here and
you.
feeding us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All
We'll
right.
see you soon.
Great. Stick around. There's more Connecticut Style after the break.